everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bonny and welcome to Bonny Beauty Hub. Hello. So we have all the goodies right over here. I am so excited. It's been a very long time. I haven't done like a full face with almost all products that I'm gonna wear today is new products. I haven't tried them. Normally I review one product at a time, but today there are so many product launches, and I know for the coming up weeks there are going to be some very exciting launches like the Dior Foundation, the Huda Beauty Foundation. So I did not want to hold on to all these products, so let's just do it in one video. Why not? So I don't have a new primer for today, so we are going to start directly with the foundation. So the first is from Dior. It is the Dior Stick Foundation. So it's the Dior Forever Skin Perfect Multi-Use Foundation Stick, Blur Correction, 24-hour wear and hydration. It has 10 grams product, which is 0.35 ounce. I got it in the shade 3.5 Neutral. In my previous video, if you watched, I did mention my skin color keeps changing every day. I don't know if it's because of the products I'm using, but yeah, I have just been a little bit careful where I wait for the product to come to the store. I go to the store, test the color, and then pick it up. Look at the packaging. I just open it up. Bougie, right? What else can you expect from Dior? Wow. So this is how the product looks. So let's go. I have my brushes here. Today I'm prepared. That is smooth. That is smooth, and I think this is a really good match for my skin tone. And my foundation brush, because it's a stick foundation, I want a brush that's a little bit dense. So here we go. Look how it's blending. It has a really strong fragrance. It has a really strong fragrance. I don't know if that fragrance is going to irritate my skin, but let's see. Okay, so it's giving a very natural look. Here you can see the glow from my skincare peeking through, but here it has taken away that glow, but it's still giving me a natural look. Please ignore my lashes. I tried to, oh my god, this is irritating me so much because I tried to perm my eyelashes. It's the first time I tried it. The reel will be on social media, but yeah, just one area permed too much, and that is touching my upper eyelid and it is irritating me like hell. Okay, so this is one layer. Let's try to layer it again. For this, less is more. You just saw how much product I used, and that is covering up really well. I like the coverage. It's like medium buildable. It's not totally full coverage because I can see my acne scars, but yeah, it's giving medium to buildable coverage. And I like the coverage. I like the way it is looking. So let me just finish up the other side. Okay. So this is done. A little bit about the foundation. This retails for $52. I did not notice one thing before, which is irritating me right now. The price $52, that is, it's Dior, right? So the shades, they only have 18 shades, and on the darker side, I think they only have, it's like medium tan is like 2 shades. On the deeper side, they have 3 shades. So it's like more of, in total of 5 shades that is a little bit tan and deeper. So that is something that bothers me. 75% of their shade range is lighter, and just 25% is darker, deeper, which hurts me a little bit. But they haven't highlighted any ingredients. They talk about it gives a blurring filter-like effect, which, okay, it's not that blurring because I can see my pores, I can see my texture over here. Let's wait and watch. Sometimes it takes a little bit time to settle into my skin. So let's move on to the concealer. So the concealer is something that I've used it once before. It is my very previous video. I'm looking for the concealer. Where is it? Okay, I have it right in front of me. I've tried it last week, my previous video, the Danessa Myrricks, the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer. I have it in the shade 9 Warm Peach. It's a good concealer for summer, but because we are getting into the fall winter time, I don't think it's going to be a good concealer for me, because I don't like the matte effect or the matte look that it leaves, but it doesn't dry out my under eyes. It doesn't feel matte or dries out my under eyes, but it gives a matte look. A lot of people love that matte look. It's not for me, so when I use this, I try to use any other concealer that gives a little bit of glow to it. So, but otherwise this gives a really good amount of coverage. It has a powder to cream, it has a cream to powder finish. I like the undertone that it has. It says it's warm peach, but I think along with peach, it has a little bit of yellow powders in it that gives that brightening effect. Now with the concealer, I want to try a new brush, and this is from Sephora. They've come out with not a very wide range of brushes, but they've come out with a pretty good range of brushes, and this is their concealer brush. Look at the shape of the brush. Isn't that so cute? And wow, they didn't have a sampler outside, so I could not touch and feel the brush. And look at the tiny details, the color over here, and this is a concealer brush. So let's try it out. So they come in a kit, and at the same time they have every piece separately. I think this brush was for 15 bucks, and I feel it's a really good price because Sephora collection brushes, their brushes are really good. They are so underrated, or they are so not talking about a lot, but the Sephora brushes are amazing. So the brush for 15 bucks, and mostly Sephora, whenever you have the sale coming up, Sephora products are 30% off. And yeah, you can get it for a really good deal. And that was so simple. That was so easy to blend it out. I am not a brush girl for concealer. I always go with a beauty blender. So see, I had it ready because I was scared, what if this doesn't work? But oh my God, I'm a fan. I was just talking to you as I blended it out, right? That blended seamlessly. Beautiful. I'm gonna blend everything with the brush. Okay, for my forehead, I do need a little bit of blending with my sponge. It's because I've never used brush for my forehead. So maybe it is a practice problem, it is a me problem. But yeah, the brush is working really well. Did you see how I just went unconsciously? I just went with my beauty blender all over when it was still very seamless. I didn't have to go with a blender. It's just unconsciously my hand goes towards the blender because that's what I've been using for years. I am sorry. So for my bronzer, I have this new bronzer and the brush from Morphe. So this is the Morphe Hot Shot Sun Drops Bronzer Liquid. I have it in the shade Suntan. I've seen Michaela use it in her TikTok videos, and it looks amazing. In the moment, I've become a fan of cream and liquid bronzers more than powder bronzers. They just give a very different look, a very different finish. This is dense, but it has these very soft bristles, and at the end the bristles are like very, I don't know, there's a name for this, but I don't know the name. So I've taken very little product. I'm gonna take nicely. Do you see that? Oh my God. And you know how I feel about a bronzer that gives this pinky or a reddish undertone? I feel that it gives more of a natural look. This so much feels like a serum bronzer because it is blending so quickly and it is drying up really quick. Wow. Wow, this is beautiful. So that was all. See, it's already dry. I don't even feel anything on my hand. That is how quickly it is drying up. Oh my God, I'm just loving this. This is the perfect example of how a serum bronzer should be. So blend it out properly. Don't go immediately because the brush has to have the product evenly distributed, otherwise it's going to be very patchy. Do you see this? Oh my god. Wow. I think I can just wear it as a blush as well. Look at the undertone. I love this undertone. I love the brush as well. The brush is perfect for this. So far the look is coming together really well. It is coming like the perfect natural look, the way that I like. So moving on, I don't have other cream products. Let me look. No other cream products. So let me go on to blush. So for blush, I have this blush from Fenty Beauty. It is their new Fenty Cheeks Suede Powder Blush. So sounds interesting. See, the product is so small and the packaging is like, they have this and they have this box. Too much packaging for such a small product. It doesn't come with a mirror. In one way it is good because it is good for traveling. I'm always scared if the mirror will break. But another way, I like to have a blush and a setting powder in my purse because blush is something that fades away the quickest. So I like to have a mirror here. That is the only thing that's missing. But it's okay. Let's try it out. And I have it in the shade Lollipoppy. It is a bright coral color. I'm just touching. I'm not even swiping it. And I don't know if I showed you the product. It has that FB Fenty Beauty imprint. Let us see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can I already say that I love everything that I've tried so far? Really? Is this going to be my day today? Just one swipe. Oh, this time I swiped it. Earlier, you know, I just dipped. This time I took a full swipe and that is too much product. It's never too much for blush, right? It's never too much for blush. It's okay. Okay, don't be scared it's too much product because we haven't set our under eyes yet. I'm not going to do a highlighter today because it's already very natural and pretty. I like the way it is looking. So I'm not going to do a highlighter and I'm not sad about it because I don't have a new highlighter. So I'm going to set aside these products. So for my under eyes, I'm going to try this. I'm not going to try this because I've tried this before, but I tried it in a different shade. So I had to exchange and I got the perfect shade. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, but it is their new formulation. It is the Ultra Blur formulation. So this has hyaluronic acid, amino acid and silica. So that helps with blurring your pores, blurring your fine lines and textures. So that is, and it works really well. I can tell you that because I tried the shade Honey. It was too dark for my under eyes, or it just did not look good. So I went and I exchanged it for the shade Translucent. So I have another product to try with this powder. So that is the Soft Touch Powder Puff from Rare Beauty. So when it was mentioned it's 15 bucks, I thought it's okay, 15 bucks. I like everything from Rare Beauty, so I'm going to buy it. But when I went to buy it, I knew it's 15 bucks for two pieces, 15 bucks, which is good. It's good. I know in Amazon you get a lot of products like for 5 bucks, 6 bucks you can have the 10 puff pack. I just lose words. But yeah, this quality is really good. Oh my god, it feels like a really good quality velvet. And you have this here, so you can use this side once, then switch over and then use the other side. And these puffs are really easy to wash as well. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the powder, take off the excess, and then set my under eyes. I took a very little amount, but look at the difference. I love this product, and I have to tell you, I was not a big fan of the original Laura Mercier translucent powder because it was too drying for my under eyes. But this one, because it has the hyaluronic acid and the silica, it gives me the perfect blurred finish, and it doesn't look very dry on my under eyes. It gives me that natural finish, and I I'm loving it. I'm not going to set everywhere because I have another powder that I want to try, and that is also from Rare Beauty. I just can't control my excitement. I like that a little bit of my dark circles are peeking through because I wanted this natural look. And that is how I feel it's natural, when you can see my dark circles, you can see my acne scars. That seems like my skin. So after this, I'm not going to set my entire face right now. I'm going to give it a little bit time for everything to settle down. So if there's product that's still settling, I don't want it to move away. For eyebrows, I have this new from Glossier. It is the Boy Brow Arc Pomade Pencil. So it looks, see, it's so long, it looks and it feels really good. I like the tiny detail where they have the color of the product on the cap here itself. You have the color on the box as well. So yeah, the spoolie is good. It is a tiny spoolie. I like a tiny spoolie. And this has a very different shape. It has, I don't know if you can see. Don't push up so much product when you're using it. I have pushed up so much product just to show you how the shape is. I can't explain the shape to you. You just have to see. Oh my God, that is so unique. So I've taken down most of the product. I have just a little bit at the tip, and the very edge, I am using it to have these tiny strokes on my hair. I love the color. I'm using it in the shade Cool Dark Brown. And as usual, all products that I'm talking about will be linked in the description box below. This is giving you limited amount of product so that even if you have any mistakes, you have time to wipe it away and build coverage. And that was it, before and after. Wow. Okay, so now I'm gonna set the rest of my face with this Rare Beauty. It is the True to Myself Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder. So this, I got it in the shade Natural. The paper fell down. It has a very beigey, peachy undertone to it, and I like a peachy undertone. Mine is a neutral undertone with a little bit of peachiness to it. Let me take a powder brush. You don't see that it's picking up a lot of product, which, oh, but there's fallout, so that means it is picking up product. So. Do I see a difference? Do you see a difference? I think so, yes. Right, so the Laura Mercier powder, we use it only here, and this powder I used it over here. And do you see the difference from this side? Before, after. Yes, there is a difference, which means it's working. Yeah, and because we had a lot of blush, it's okay to go over the blush as well. Oh, so this is the type of product that you can go dig into it, but still it will look very natural. Did you see the change on my forehead? It's working. So it says it's a tinted powder, but I don't feel, because it hasn't taken off the color of the bronzer. I'm setting my entire bronzer as well with this powder, and I still have the bronzer shade on my forehead, and I'm setting my blush as well. Wow. Why? Why am I even questioning that? It's amazing. All products so far are working really good. So next, moving on to eyes. I am not an eyeshadow girl. Recently, you might have seen in my previous few videos, or for the past 1 year at least, I haven't used a lot of eyeshadow, except if it's for a very big transition video like for Instagram or TikTok. So I haven't used a lot of eyeshadow. So I've seen Rose Siard talk about this. So this is from Too Faced. It's expensive. It's expensive, but you have to watch her video to realize how excited I was to even buy this. And especially when I found this shade. The first Sephora that I went to, they did not have the shade, but then I found it at a different Sephora. So this is from Too Faced. It is their Disco Crush Multi-Use Eye and Face Sparkle. Okay, so it is single shadow. A single shadow is 30 bucks. Yes, a single shadow is 30 bucks, but you have to hold it in your hand to even realize that it's heavy. It even feels so bougie, the packaging. So they did a good job with the packaging, though they are expensive. They did an amazing job with the packaging. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. And I got it in the shade Disco Crush. Oh no, was it Disco Crush? Magic Sparkle. Yeah, I saw Disco Crush. That's the name of the product. The color, the shade is Magic Sparkles. So do I need a brush or do I just touch it with my finger? Oh my God, I'm so scared. It is so sparkly. Oh my God, do you see that? Do you see that? I think I bought the wrong shade. I wanted to buy the rose gold color. I wanted the rose gold color. I don't think this is the rose gold shade. But let's see. Let's see how it looks. Oh, oh my God. This is gorgeous. Oh my God. Now I won't even be able to return the shade. I'll have to buy the rose gold as well. Why do I do this to myself? Look how pretty that is. I'm going to just take a little bit of bronzer and blend out the edges. Okay, so because I was too excited, I used a lot of product initially to show you that one swipe, how pretty it looks. But the best way to use this is just touch the product a little bit and just dab it on your eyelid, because look at this side how pretty it looks. And there is fallout here, but it's not as bad as this side. I think these are beautiful eyeshadows. I just hope I'm able to take off the excess. So where is my powder brush? Oh no, they are stuck. They are stuck, and that is something I don't like. So what do I do now? Okay, so there was a hack where you can use sellotape to take off your glitter, but I don't have sellotape either. Okay, so this is something that I have to handle better next time, the fallout. But yeah, it's not a bad product, but I still think 30 bucks for just one shade is too much. So the final product for today is the lip product, and that is again from Fenty Beauty. This is the Fenty Beauty Traced Out Pencil Lip Liner and their Gloss Bomb Stick, their High Shine Gloss Stick. So in the lip liner, I have it in the shade Satin Party 03, and I have Spice Cold 08 in the Gloss Bomb Stick. So very good reviews about these. I actually was waiting for the Spice Cold shade. I went to Ulta, I went to Sephora, it was sold out. I think this is a beautiful shade, and this is the first shade that I loved. And I love a brownie terracotta sort of shade, but this looks a little bit mauve. But with the lip liner Satin Party, this has a little bit of terracotta undertone to it. I think it's gonna go perfect. So let's try it on. I've seen people just trying it on at one swipe. Should we try to do that? So take off the excess balm. Now the glitter stuck onto my lips, and now let's do this. Very creamy, very creamy, and I know it is super long lasting because I tried out a number of shades, and I tried shades from different brands as well. But when I was using a makeup remover to take off the lip liners, everything would go, but the ones from Fenty Beauty still stayed. So I had to really put a lot of effort to take it off. So I know it is long lasting. Do you see the shine? Oh my God. The glow with the pigmentation. I think Makeup by Mario, he actually started the formulation where it is like gloss in a stick. It is his lip plumping serum, the gloss sticks. They looked very pretty, and they also went viral for really good reasons because they looked very pretty, but they were not long lasting. I have two shades. They are not long lasting. They look very pretty, so if you're doing a photo shoot, you can definitely wear it, I want to make sure I don't have lipstick, because at the end of the video when I'm editing, then I realize, oh my god, I had lipstick on my teeth. So his formulation did not turn out that good. It looked well, it looked very pretty, still really good for photo shoots, but not long lasting. And after that, there were a lot of other brands also that came. I think it was Tarte that came out first. I think it was Tarte who came out first. And even with Tarte, I didn't like it that much because it gave the glossy look. Makeup by Mario, it is even glossier, but same, the formulation doesn't last for a long time. But this, look at the pigmentation. It is not as glossy as the Makeup by Mario, but it is still a glossy look. And I've heard that it lasts really well. And look at the combination. Chef's kiss. I told you this is going to be a perfect combination. It has a mauve undertone to it, the lipstick, but the lip liner has a terracotta undertone to it. And see how both they blend well together. Oh my god. I love my finished look today. So to give a rundown about the foundation, I cannot tell you how I feel about it right now. At the moment, as a first impression, it looks beautiful. It looks amazing. Yes, it is definitely medium coverage. It is not full coverage. I love the undertone. I love how it looks right now on my skin. So if you want to know more about this, follow me on Instagram, TikTok. I normally talk about products that I love, and I also talk about products that I've told I loved it before and then I changed my mind because of the amount of time that I wore it. Changes, your skin changes, everything does. So I will talk about this. If it changes, if my mind changes that it's not long lasting or it's not hydrating enough, I will definitely speak about it in my social media. So after the foundation, we did concealer. Concealer, I have a whole separate video about the concealer. It'll be linked in the description box below. You can watch it for yourself. Then the concealer brush. Totally worth the buck. I'm not a brush girl, but still I loved it. So you know how it is. It is beautiful. So after that, bronzer. Oh my god. I think this is what, 12 bucks, 15 bucks? It's somewhere within the 12 to 15 bucks. Amazing. Oh my god. Everyone should have this in their collection. I think it's also a really good product for makeup artists because you saw how it was wearing, right? It is so quick. It's so easy to use, and oh my god, that was amazing. So after the bronzer, the blush. So I have a lot of texture on my skin. So one, the foundation is blurring, so I'm happy about that. The blush is also blurring because this has shimmer in it, but you can see it's not that bam shimmer effect. It's not so glowy. It is that natural glow, but not too glowy, and it is not emphasizing any of my texture. It is beautiful. Oh my god, this is amazing. After blush, let's go with the powder puff. I told you about the translucent ultra blurring powder. I love it. It gives me a very blurred effect because of the hyaluronic acid, the amino acid, and the silica powder. It gives me a very soft focus, blurred out look that doesn't emphasize my texture. It doesn't emphasize my fine lines and wrinkles. It gives me a beautiful finish and stays natural all day long. This is a beautiful puff. I don't use a lot of puffs because I have dry under eyes, mature under eyes. So for mature under eyes, you need to use a brush because it's the lightest way of applying powder. But sometimes I go with a puff because I like to press. I take a very little amount of product, take off the excess and just press it into my under eyes. Sometimes that works as well. So for that, sometimes this is really good. It's really good quality. So after that, let me go to the full face setting powder, the Rare Beauty. You saw when I was setting, so this is also a total hit. Moving on to the eyes, though this is not the shade that I wanted to buy, it is still a very champagne-y color, and you saw the way it applies. So amazing product. I'm still not happy with the price mark, but it is an amazing product. So moving on to the lip. Oh, before that, my eyebrows. I think I found a new holy grail. Amazing. It's so easy to wear. It was quick because of the sharpness that it had, and yeah, it is a very forgiving product. Not too pigmented, but pigmented enough that you can build it really well. And I love the preciseness that this gives. Amazing. A new not formulation, what do you call it? A new shape for the product, and I love the shape. It is amazing. So is that all? Because finally I want to talk about the lip products. That is all, right? Okay, so the lip product. Do I have to say more? I am so happy that I waited for the shade Spice and Cold, and I want to try the other shade that Glamzilla keeps talking about. So I think it is Fenty Glow. She wears it with all different shades of lip liner and it still looks so pretty. So I think I want to try Fenty Glow as well. These are expensive. Just please subscribe to my channel, follow me, bring more views, share my video. I need more views, I need more followers so that brands would recognize me and try sending PRs. All of this is my own money. It's full capitalized by me, but I love doing this. I love doing this, but I feel sad that I cannot try the whole range of product, which I would love to do that as well. So yeah, that is it from my side. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching to the end, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.